All right, honey's fixing to show me what he's been doing all day.
Well, me and the boys.
The boy hasn't been home that long. Has he been home that long? He told me he got off at 3.
What time is it now?
5.
What's your head?
Ugh. Ugh. Ta-da. What are you going to do with it?
Leave it there. Let it decompose.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm almost done with what I was working on yesterday. And you'll probably see them for this vlog. But I've had a lot of fun working on them, but I'm ready to be done. They're a bunch of cards, and I'm making boxes to go with them. So I guess you'll be seeing them soon enough. So I don't know if I mentioned, but Honey is off for 5 days, and that's so that he can spend some extra quality time with Blake. Plus, Blake had promised for the purchase of his new phone that he would do a really big, massive cleanup in the back of all the brush so that we got a good view of the mountains. And Honey's helping him with that. So it is, like I said, it's Thursday and we have a handful today. But I have help today, which is really good. My hand has really been hurting, and I had been taking a leave every day. The problem with that is I started getting the random bruises, and the dermatologist, when I told her about that, she was like, "Are you on any medications?" And I said, "No." I said, "I don't really take medication." I said, "Well, you know, kind of taking a leave, but I'm sure that doesn't count." And she's like, "Oh, you're taking a leave?" "Yeah." "That's what's causing the bruising." She's like, "It will, it's a blood thinner and it makes it easier to bruise." I don't know if I told you guys that in last week's vlog. So if I did, I apologize for repeating myself. So this morning I was watching a lot of junk journal videos and getting ideas and thoughts, because the kit that I'm working with, the digital kit I'm working with to make these cards, is the kit I'm going to work with for the junk journal. And I totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'm kind of bummed because we were supposed to have snow yesterday and we got the big goose egg. Nothing. So that's a bummer. I did. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys this story. So I don't know if I told you, but when I went to the dermatologist, she froze this stuff off. She also froze this thing I have on my finger. And I have had that, oh gosh, maybe 10 years. And I literally take my grooming scissors once a week and I cut this little, it's like a hard cuticle. And I cut it off and it comes back the next week and I cut it off. And she's like, "So how long have you been doing that?" I told her. And she looked at it and she was like, "It's not round like a wart," but she said it's like the wart virus. And at some point in time, you had a cut there and you touched something with the wart virus. And now probably what it was is one of those people that does my nails. But anyway, so she goes, okay, so she froze it and she goes, "This one's really, really thick because you've been cutting it so much." I'm sorry if you guys are grossing out, but I thought in case somebody else out there has had this issue, it might be helpful. She goes, "I'm going to order you this ointment and you put it on for like a month and then gradually finally blah, blah, blah. So you put it on there at night and then you let it dry and you wrap it with tape and then you take it off in the morning. You just do that every night for a month. It'd be nice for it to be gone, but the thing is insurance didn't cover it. I had to pay out of pocket for that stuff. It comes in this little, like a syringe. That's how much is in there. A syringe. You guys know how small a syringe is. It's small. $90. $90. And Honey had asked her, well, what about that stuff you can get at the store? And, you know, she's like, that's not good enough for this. So there you go. Happy Thursday. Oh, so anyway, then I have been watching some videos about Walking Dead. And somehow I got on some people that were doing reviews of Walker Stalker. And in case you don't watch Walking Dead, I think I'm going to do a review of Walker Stalker. Because I did a video, but not really a review video. And I want to. Because it's fun to reminisce about Walker Stalker. Oh. Also, this is vlog 199. 199. How many weeks is that? I don't know. A lot of weeks. So I told Honey last night, I said, I want to do a special video for vlog 200. So be ready for that. Let's see, how many dogs do we have today? So I have to see what time I have to go in. Like I said, today I have help. So, hallelujah. That doesn't happen that often. Usually 2 days a week. 18. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So 13 of them are full haircuts, and it looks like only one is big. Yes. Because I can't wear my brace when I'm working because I don't want it to be all hairy because I have to sleep in it. So, you know, like I said, he did tell me I could take it off when I work. Anyway, oh gosh, we should do comments. I'll be back to do comments. Bye. And we have a busy day at the shop, but like I've told you before, there are some days where there's a lot more dogs like that are just bath dogs that I don't have to handle, that my staff handles, and less grooming dogs. So I think we have 16, but let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 of those are dogs I actually have to groom. Yay! My hand is feeling much better taking the glucosamine. I don't know if that's helping like this quickly, but you know, and wearing the brace every second except during work. And I am taking a leave every morning. So far, so good. Guess what I'm working on? Some of you are going to be really happy. What do you think this is? Actually, it goes like this. It's a mini album. And I am using the Kaiser Craft. What do they call their fairy paper? Fairy Garden. It is not fairy dust, which is very bright and colorful. It is very pastel, very shabby chic, and a little on the vintage side. I like it, but I like it in a different way than fairy dust. So Anyway, that's what I'm working on, and I'm going to do something really unique in it, so I hope you will stay tuned. Actually, two really unique things. So anyway, I should shut up about that now, because I want it to be a surprise. Why is AOL? Does anybody use AOL? I've asked you before. Nobody's told me. I use AOL. I think there's a couple of you that have emailed me that have AOL, but oh my God, AOL is a mess. A mess. So, this is going to be a chapter of vlog 199. 199. That's a lot of weeks. Because I do it by the week. And now that I'm doing multiple vlog videos per week, I still keep it like 199 part 2, 199 part 3, 199 part 4. I think I've only had like one that's had a part 4, but anyway. So let's do some comments. Paula Hatton Vines, who claims to be my biggest fan, says, Rena, I've not been commenting for a while. Darn flu. Rihanna is so precious. Hugs. Well, let me tell you, I thought about it when you posted that, and I thought, gosh, if I had the flu, what would I be doing if I had the flu? Yes, I'd be sleeping, but when you're awake, I would be watching TV and videos on YouTube. That's what I would do if I had the flu. Last time I had the flu, I was in San Antonio at my mom's house, and I got, I'm sure, sick on the airplane because I was at my mom's house probably 3 days before I got sick. Anyway, glad you're back and well enough to comment, Paula. Evie Faladu says, very cute video. I think you're new, Evie. Let's see. Paula asked how old Rihanna is too, and she just turned 8 at her birthday party last couple videos back. Patricia Herrera, you are, okay, I don't know if I want to read this because this is kind of embarrassing, Patricia. You are such a great designer and design team member. One of the best, Rena. Thank you. I wish they were beating down my door to get me, but they're not, so thank you. I feel like the best are like Graphic 45 designers or Prima designers, and I've never tried out to be on either one of those, but I haven't because I don't feel of that caliber. I really don't. Now, my Fairy Dust Explosion box, I do. Hold on. Okay, so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. The Fairy Dust Explosion box, sometimes a paper collection, just, my creative juices just go and go and go and go. But some paper collections, it's like, I couldn't make anything with that. And I've said it before with Graphic 45. Some of their collections are just like, oh, and some of them are just like, Raining Cats and Dogs? Oh, I love dogs. I love cats. No, 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 I did not like it. I don't like Little Women. I didn't like their children, whatever collection. Yeah, anyway, okay. So it would be hard for me to be a design team member for a company where I had to represent every paper collection they came out with. Okay, so back to Patricia Herrera. She says, I'm working on shaker cards from your tutorial. Yay! Thank you so much. I have 2 very special birthdays coming up. My daughter in Canada and my daughter-in-law in California. Can't wait for them to see them. Oh, that's cool. Do you also make the envelopes? I'm thinking about a box envelope that I saw in Edith Ray's recent video. Not sure I can pull that off with these kinds of cards, but I'm sure going to try. Your granddaughter is so lucky to have you as a grandmother. Thank you very much. Again, just trying to be the grandma I never had. I'm going to do a tutorial very soon on creating a box for your card. So, no, they won't fit in an envelope. You can make them less dimensional without all the stuff that pops up, the flowers and sprays and bows and all that, and then they would fit in an envelope, but that defeats the purpose for me of wanting it to be dimensional. So I will do a video on creating a box for the card. Smarty Pants Kids, great lesson for Rihanna. Wish more people would do that with their young children. I have to tell you, I was so tempted to just go, okay, and not make her pay for the stuff because, I mean, come on, guys, she spent 25 bucks. But I have a hard time with the older kids and getting them to pay back. Like, they just don't. And it is upsetting to me, like really upsetting to me. So I was like, I am not going to let this start at this age. At this age, this is when you have to make them understand, and then it won't be a problem when they're older. I told Blake a story the other day, and I've told him this story before, that there have been several times in my life when my parents loaned me money. This one time in particular I'm thinking about, I had gotten myself into a situation where I really needed the money, and my stepfather loaned me the money, and he made a ledger of all my payments and when they were due and all of that stuff, and I made every single payment on time. And when I got to the halfway point of paying back the money, he wrote me a letter, and he said that because I had made every payment on time and, you know, I did what I was supposed to do, he was going to reward me by forgiving the other half of the debt. And my parents, my actual birth mom and dad, had also done that for me before. Actually, I think it was after my father passed away. My dad always made me pay back all of it. But my mom had loaned me money for something, and I paid back half, and then she just said, I'm forgiving the rest of your debt. And I just, I learned so many lessons from paying back, and I felt good because I paid back. And I want Rihanna to learn that too, because unfortunately not everyone in this house pays back. Okay. Glad you got some answers about your pain. It's good to just know the answers, because when you don't know, your mind runs rampant and you think the worst. So yeah, it is really good to get answers. I know it's not what you wanted to hear, but perhaps you can treat it and not make it worse. That's very, very true. It's not what I wanted to hear. I mean, arthritis, you feel, is for older people than myself. But, you know, I am 54. I just don't feel 54. And when I look in the mirror, I don't see 54. But this says 54. Anyway, Tammy's Scrap Treasures. Hey, Tammy. Sorry to hear about the arthritis, Rena. I have the same as you, but mine is stage 3 now. And I'm having the injections done. They work to a point, but it is arthritis. Okay, so how painful are the shots? Tammy, I'm not weird about getting a shot. But I had a shot. I have bone spurs in my heels, and they gave me a shot in my foot before, and I thought I was going to go through the roof. So I'm just wondering, so I can prepare. And remember, either move it or lose it with your wrist and thumb, no matter how much it hurts. Also, I have found that hemp oil works really well when rubbed into the area. Also, hot wax balls for your hands. I don't know what either one of that stuff is, so tell me, Tammy, tell me more about that. And tell it in the comments here so that other people can see if they want to know. Love Rihanna, LOL. She is so, so, so cute. Miss my granddaughter being that small, but so much fun to watch you two together. Makes my heart happy. Thank you. Makes my heart happy too. And yeah, you know, the whole thing is with the vlogs is I have a video record of the aging process, and I can go back and share those memories again when she was little, because I mean I started this almost 200 weeks ago, and so there's been a progression, and some of it has been very sad and everything, you guys know, but it's still the story of her life, regardless of being sad or being great. It's the story of her life, and it's recorded. And I have some videos that I didn't, you know, I haven't shared publicly, that I have in a special playlist that's for just her if she ever wants to see them. So anyway, Debbie Utze, I love the diamond. We got that, oh my gosh, I got that probably like 7 or 8 years ago at Hobby Lobby. I'll have to look for one. Love the journal. Your grandma really loves you a lot, and you are such a sweet girl. I'm sure she's talking to Rihanna. Sounds like the camper was cool idea for Savannah and Aquamarine. And then she has crying faces with The Walking Dead. Let's talk a little bit about The Walking Dead. So I am not happy that they killed off Carl Grimes. But I understand why they did, and I think part of it is that they needed to show that nobody is safe, because in a real zombie apocalypse, nobody's really going to live forever. And I was never a huge Carl fan, but now I realize I kind of was, if that makes any sense. I'm such a huge Rick fan, okay? I don't really care about Daryl. I think he's necessary, that weirdness about him. I think it's necessary for the story. I'm not a huge Michonne fan, although if they killed her, I probably would be. I'm a Rick fan through and through. And sometimes I love to watch Walking Dead videos where people talk about The Walking Dead and their feelings and their thoughts and their opinions and all of that. I had thought about doing a Walking Dead channel at one point in time. I just don't have time to give it what those people do. So I'm just going to enjoy what they do. But I think the ending episode where Carl dies it was really good. It was really emotional, but I do think they drug it out. Yeah, I definitely think they drug it out. But it is what it is. I do not enjoy The Walking Dead nearly as much as I did the first probably 5 seasons. But again, I've said before, I preferred it when the walkers, zombies, were the threat. Now, they're not really a threat unless they're in a giant horde. And I liked it when food and water was, I mean, being without food and water was a threat. And now it's like they have endless food and endless water. You know, you never see them eating or drinking anymore. They have endless gasoline. They have endless weapons. They have endless ammunition. And I just think it needs to be more realistic. I mean, like, they're in the midst of this war. And it's like, okay, but what if you ran out of bullets? Let's see how you fight this war without bullets. I want to see more of them scavenging and things that they find. And I'm like, okay, sometimes you're not going to always find food. I mean, what if you stumbled upon this house? Well, you'd find food, but you'd find a craft room. But I mean, like, what if you hit a Bed Bath & Beyond and you got soap? How cool would that be to have some soap? I don't know. And I'll sit there and I'll talk about things, and I'll say, you know, if I say it in front of Blake, he'll be like, Mom, it's a show. And it's like, sometimes to me, I get lost in that show, and I think if I was in that show, what would I do? What would I, you know, I don't know. I'm weird. So last night I tried to watch Scandal, and it didn't work. I fell asleep. It was the crossover episode with that murder show. What's it called? How to Get Away with Murder. And they did a crossover. And I was kind of bored. It wasn't your typical Scandal. So, anyway. I'm going to hush now because I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. And I got a text message a little earlier that I probably should reply to. So, anyway. I hope you will look forward to my mini album. I'm having fun. And like I said, 2 special surprises in this mini album. And it's probably going to take me, let's say, today's Friday. I should be able to share this Sunday morning on my channel. So, talk to you guys later. Bye. Wait, look what time it is. Wait. There we go. It's 2:40 and I'm leaving. It's awesome. It's a beautiful day outside and I'm going to the craft store. Bye. Afternoon. I wanted to show you back here. I don't know if my husband is still down there or not. We did a lot today. Oh, my husband is down there. There he is. Honey! Let's go up on the deck. Ugh. He was just saying it's going to be time to get the pond back up and running. Ooh, the pool looks nasty. We're getting rid of the pool. Did I tell you guys that? He's spraying the tree branches where they're cut so that nothing can continue to grow. That's going to be amazing, honey. Yeah. Oh. That big one that's down on the ground?
Well, there's a couple of them down there.
Look at that. Rihanna's going to have a nice river flow. Good Saturday morning. Hello, Domino. So look out my window now. And he's going to cut this tree down. I really kind of like that tree, but he says it's dead. So I will be rid of that tree. But clearly now you can see the lake. You can even see that person walking around the lake. And because there's houses over there on the mountain, the view from Honey's room is even better, which is sad. These people who live here behind us, they are good friends of ours. They want to clear out all of their trees. And I'm like, God, don't clear all of them out. But if you just clear this group right here, leave this big tree and this big tree and that big tree, that would be great. I'd really have a good view. But I'm happy with that one. And he even cleared it out so that when they open the waterfall, now we can actually see the water coming through the waterfall. So looking forward to sharing that with you guys in the spring. Feels like spring. It was like 67 yesterday. She has been very annoying this week. Very annoying. She likes to eat and use the litter box in the middle of the night. Good thing we like her. Sunday morning. I told you I was leaving this stuff on my desk until morning. And look who's laying on it. So, if you don't believe I get up early, there it is. 5:17. And it's 5:17. I've already let Rizzo out. I've let her back in. I've given her treats. I made tea. I loaded a few things in the dishwasher. And now I'm in here to figure out what I'm going to do today. Because I finished that. And I'm going to share that as soon as the lighting gets good. Anyway, I'm tired because I was up till almost midnight. And it's 5:18. Ugh. Look how pretty the lake looks. It is so dark blue. And if we could get the neighbors to clear out their brush, look how far we can see. So right now we just have that one clear shot, but you know what? We'll take it. I know they want to clear that stuff out. It's just that her husband doesn't want to do it, and they haven't found anybody to pay to do it. Boy, I think we would be willing to contribute to that. Sunday, and I kind of redid up here a little bit a little while ago, and I wanted to show you something because I've been debating and debating and debating some more. I found this yesterday at the thrift store. And it is ugly. It is even fugly. Yeah, not a fan of this at all. So, my question is, do I alter this with fairy dust from Graphic 45, or do I alter this with Stamperia. I wish I could print in 12 by 12 because then I could consider digital paper collections, but this is bigger than an 8.5 by 11. How big is this? I'm getting ready to start a tutorial when I'm done with this video. Okay, so it's 10 by 8 3/4. Yeah. So I have enough Graphic 45 fairy dust to do this, and I have enough Stamperia, whatever they call it. That's that real shabby vintage paper line. And whichever paper collection I pick, I have to have enough to do a journal that slides in and out right here. I'm wondering if this box actually came with something that slid in there. I think it did. Or maybe it didn't. But how cool would that be, right? And I think ring binding would probably be the best for this one. I like this. And I like that it opens at the top and it has room for storage in there. And so yesterday was 50% off day at ARC Thrift Store. And this was marked $2.49. Normally they would price something like this at like $6.99 or $7.99. But it was marked $2.49. Look. Just so you believe me. $2.49. And it was 50% off day, so I got this for $1.25. Oh, I love it. I know which direction I'm leaning. I want you to tell me which direction you're leaning. And that is the question of the week. Which paper line? Fairy dust or something more shabby chic? And then with the journal, and then this will be for sale. I'm excited. I'm also sleepy because I didn't go to bed till almost midnight, which is really late for me. I'm usually asleep 2.5 hours by then. And I woke up at like 4:15 and Honey is yelling at Rizzo. She's on the bed, which she's not supposed to be on the bed. She's learned to sleep in her bed. But since Blake's been home, Angel's been sleeping in his room, which means Rizzo's by herself, and she doesn't like sleeping in her bed by herself. So she apparently jumped in our bed after we went to sleep, and I woke up to Honey yelling at her, like loud. So I'm a little disappointed, people. We have no snow in the 7-day forecast. Well, tomorrow we're going to get a cold front, and we might get, you know, a flurry. But flurries don't count. It only counts if it sticks to the ground. So I'm disappointed because March is our snowiest month. And it's the 4th, and it hasn't snowed. And there's no snow in the forecast for 7 more days. Well, I don't even know if there's any beyond that. But we are happy that the weather's going to be good for Blake to leave on Thursday. He leaves Thursday night. He wants to drive at night. And he is going to Arizona. If I haven't mentioned, that's where he is moving to. And I'm sure there will be some vlogging going on as he's getting ready to go. Next video is going to be vlog 200. Can't even believe that. There's 52 weeks in a year. So that's like almost 4 years. Wow. Okay. I'll talk to you guys more later today. Bye. 3:51. Our family is coming over shortly. We're going out to dinner to our favorite place, Hacienda, Colorado. And we're going to have like a farewell send-off dinner for Blake, even though he's not leaving till Thursday. And yeah, I got my project done. Then my tutorial. I didn't get to do my project share video, but I will do that in the morning. And then, yeah, you want to see it? You do. You want to see it. I know you do. I'm going to do a quick little share. Look at that. All right, that's all I get to see. So I had fun with that, and I liked it because it's a project I could get done all in one day. Now, mind you, I was up at a little bit before 6. No, I'm sorry, a little bit before 5. What am I talking about? I even did a video at 5:15 to prove that I was actually up that early. I love getting up early because my crafting mojo is like in high gear first thing in the morning. So anyway, my next project tomorrow, guys. So I'm going to have to upload this video tonight. What do you think of the hair today? Today, very straight. I didn't do the poofy. But I really want to work on this. And I don't know what paper line to use. I'm going to upload this tonight, and you guys have to tell me. Do I go shabby chic with this? Or, I don't know what paper collection. I don't know if I have. I probably do have enough. Let me go look. I know absolutely I have enough of the Graphic 45 Fairy Dust. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I do. So it's either Fairy Dust or it's this collection with the unicorn. Because I have to have enough to cover the box and to make the journal that's going to slide in the open slot. Okay, so your choice. Let me know what I'm doing so I can get started on it right away in the morning. And I'll be happy either way because I love the fairy dust, even though, like, I just made that project, so I'm a little bit not into it because I kind of, how do I explain it? When you use a paper collection, or for me, I can't say for everybody, but for me, when I use a paper collection, I'm kind of tired of it and I want to put it away for a little while. I haven't used this yet, but I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this, it screamed fairy dust to me. And I cannot, I can't put a scene on the top of it because obviously the box has to open and close, and that just wouldn't be, So I'm going to have to figure out, no matter what collection I do, what I can do with on the top that's not going to impede. You know, I did another box like this. And let me see. It's one of my highest viewed videos. Yeah, it's 29,000 views, and it opened. Okay, I'm looking at it and seeing. It just has a minimal, slightly dimensional little scene on top. So, let me know. Your choice. I'll do some video at the dinner, and tonight is Walking Dead, so I'm going to be, when we get home, it'll be time for Walking Dead. Can't wait. And then tomorrow morning I will be getting up way before the sun comes up to find out what you guys decide about this. All right.